Okay, we'll start with Kirsty.
Hi, Nuno.
Hello.
Well, look, you made all those changes at the weekend and comfortably came through your FA Cup game against Luton. Did those players prove that there's no need for this club to be busy in this January transfer window?
That was not the idea of the game. The idea of the game is to go through in the FA Cup because we want to continue. Now we have Exeter away and the boys play well. But more than anything is about them having the chance to play in front of our own fans.
Any developments yet on ongoing contract talks with any of your players?
I think things are going normally and well. I expect everything's okay.
And in terms of your team news for this weekend, for Tuesday night. Too many games
we get
now.
Mixed up, yeah.
Where am I? What day is it? In terms of your team news, how are things looking? Any changes to your squad available?
No, assessing players like you said that they played all the game, assessing players that are out. So we prepare, but not major issues.
Arne Slot was speaking this morning. He said you are in the title race. He said you can judge things halfway through the season and they do have to see you as competition. Do you see yourselves as realistic title challengers?
We have to play the games. We are here to compete against all the teams, and I think we are doing well. But nothing changes in our approach. Is the same. More important than anything is that we know what we can do, how we want to do things. We know each other, our strengths, our weaknesses. Let's play the game.
Is he maybe playing mind games, maybe looking to heap the pressure on your players?
I don't know, but there's no. We try as much as possible to ignore what's around. We never change. It's the way we see things. It's the way we see the competition. I would say it's the way we see life. It's day by day, focus on our tasks, and tomorrow is another tough one.
He also talked about that last time you played them, and he said that given what he's seen now and the way you've played this season, that actually that result shouldn't have been such a shock to him. People are talking about you differently now, looking at you differently now as a team. How pleased have you been with the way your players have coped with that extra expectation and pressure?
Very pleased, because when we do things good, we should be pleased, but too much compliments can distract us, so we don't pay too much attention. But I think it was in the beginning of the season. Every teams were starting the competition, knowing each other, all these aspects, the weakness and the strengths. Maybe it was a surprise, but it was a long time ago. Many things have changed. Both teams are different now, so it's a new game and new things will happen.
Yeah, I mean, you were complimented about your game plan for that day at Anfield. What kind of game plan will you need for this match tomorrow night?
I don't know. I still don't know. I still have to work on it.
Well, look, one person I'm sure you've been focusing on, I don't know how much you need to focus on him, but Mo Salah, the top scorer in the league, top for assists as well. Do you really have to focus a lot of your attention on him?
Salah, Diaz, Capco, McAllister, Gravenbergs, Van Dijk, Konate, Trent. Quality all over the place. Fantastic teams. They have shown not only in the Premier League but in Europe how good they are. It's about us realizing and face the game with the true respect that it's necessary to play against Liverpool. And
for you, you've kept so many clean sheets now this season. They have the top scorer, but you have the top goalkeeper in terms of keeping clean sheets. That's got to give you huge confidence going into a game like this, hasn't it?
In all the games, I think since it's not about the game, it's about the season and our strengths, our weakness, us realizing what we can do, what we are capable of doing and what we can do really well. And that we have to insist and repeat, and then take care of the weakness that we have and things that we have to develop. But the basic principle of our approach is always the same. What we want to be, eventually one day we can sit down and say, now we are a solid, compact team that doesn't give too much your opponents, hard to break, and at the same time, has quality on the ball, has space on attack. All these things is the ideal, and we're still chasing and working on that.
Thank you. All the
Thank you.
best.
Cheers.
Thanks. Naz.
Hi, Nuno. This is a huge game. Maybe a game where there'll be times when you have to suffer as a team. How important are your fans going to be here at the City Ground to make sure that they are fully behind you in those moments when you might not have the ball, you might have to suffer against Liverpool?
No, we might. It's not might. For sure. It happens in all the games against all the opponents. You have the ball and you don't have the ball. But one thing doesn't take away the support that we need from our fans, and they've been great with us since we joined last season. This season especially, we are having really pleasant moments together. We are happy when the match is finishing, and we know that we can count on them.
And in terms of, Kirsty mentioned it, if you do win tomorrow, you're only 3 points behind. Surely you are in the title race, aren't you, at that point?
But if we start this press conference thinking about ifs, it's if. If. That's why we always try to approach how we're going to prepare ourselves, how we're going to play the game. And in the end of the game, there will be not ifs. I'm so sorry, sir.
No, it's good. It's good. It's
I
good.
apologize.
We're trying. The one good thing about what's happening at this football club, especially we're in January, with the success that you're having, it means better players and players from all over the world will be looking at Forest and thinking, I want to be part of that. I want to go there. And you can attract potentially some big names in January if you are going to be in the market.
We are in the market. That's not the if. But the transfer window in January is very difficult to operate. And we are aware. And one of the things that we are sure, and it's not an if, that we have a good squad. We have good options. We have healthy players. Danilo is coming. Ibrahim is closer. So this is not a if. This is the reality. We have a good squad. And this is what we have to focus on our players and how we want to continue the competition. But because no matter what happens, those that are here are the ones that are going to solve the problems.
Brilliant. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Naz. Katie.
Hello, Nuno.
Hello.
When you walked into this club over a year ago, with the club fighting a relegation battle, could you have even predicted that it would turn around in the way that it has in a relatively short space of time, that you would be now getting spoken about as title contenders? Or has the way it's clicked, has that even slightly surprised yourself?
No one in this room could ever predicted what's happening. I think it's the ambition, the desire to do things well, the hard work and the commitment of the players that make possible the help of the fans, this bond that we are trying to build together, that it's continuing, and we have to enjoy together what we are doing. But no one in this room could ever predict what's going to happen.
I know you want to talk about the title race, but you've already beaten Liverpool once this season. If you are to do the double over them this season, what sort of message does that send out about the club and about the group that you have here?
The same message as always. It's a day by day. No matter what happens, day by day. We didn't achieve nothing yet. We will continue till the end with the maximum of our strengths and dedication to achieve what we think can be possible.
A lot of people.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's absolutely fine. A lot of people have been talking about how at this stage of the season, after 20 games, when Leicester won the title, they had the same number of points that Nottingham Forest have now after 20 games. Do you look around this club and your squad and do you see a group that is capable of achieving something special, of upsetting the odds maybe in a similar way?
I see a group of players really, really committed to do things well. And what can happen in the future, we don't know. But the proof is that we did it before. We start the competition well. I think we are improving through the competition. I truly believe that the players, the more time they spend together, the better they can play together. The flow and the knowledge of each other will increase and improve. I see a good group of people, more than players, a good group of people that want to do things together. This is important. The bond, the togetherness, this is what I really value.
Thank you. Good luck.
It's a
Thanks,
pleasure.
Katie.
Thank you.
Colin.
I don't know. Just one from me. You've talked a lot in these press conferences about enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
About going with it. I know it's just another match, but it is a big match. For a big match like this, can you enjoy it as a manager when it's going on, or is it a bit of torture for you?
No, torture. If it was torture, I would not be here. I think nobody in this life has to do something that they doesn't enjoy. We are enjoying, and every match is a pleasure to be on the touchline, especially in City Ground. It's an honor for me and a privilege.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Mark? No?
Yeah, just one. Nuno, do you think Liverpool underestimated you first time round?
Cannot answer that. Don't know. I don't know. We don't ever underestimate any opponent. And the proof was against Luton, we compete well. And Christy just said that it was easy. It was not easy at all. It was a tough game. So there's no easy game in football. In my view, never, ever underestimate nobody.
Thank you. Cameras off, please. Written section embargo till 10:30.
Nuno,